Boom! Ha! Back in the tube. We must nourish our existence. That's the subject of my talk today. I'm back. Yeah. Me, it's a constant thing. Rising, it's a constant thing. It's an everyday thing. And I nourish my existence every day. Yeah. Every day because I know that's up to me also. No one will come and nourish my existence. So we must find a way. We must find a way through different ways. I think having dreams, having goals is a great way to nourish our existence. Also, we must nourish our body, nourish everything. We have so much things to nourish and to care that we have lost a bit connection with. So, especially love, we must nourish the love, bring more love, more communication, and everything is going to flow in the direction of the good because that's good over evil. Yeah. So that's it. So nourishing our existence. I think having dreams, it starts with a dream. For sure, I have a dream. It's still a dream. It's still a dream because I haven't made it to where I want to end up. But it's also goals. Having goals. Goals. I see goals more on a daily basis. I see the dream as the big thing that I envision. But every day we must have goals. We must. If you don't have goals when you wake up, you might as well go back to bed. If you don't have goals to learn something new or to do something more than you did yesterday to advance, you should maybe go back to bed or stay in the bed in the morning. I'm up early every morning because I know this is where I get the most done, not only with physical work, but mental work. That's where it's very, very important. Your state of mind, the first 10 minutes when you wake up, and the last 10 minutes before you go to bed are very, very important. And I would say 10 minutes, maybe even an hour. Like disconnect from the nonsense an hour before you go to bed, and in the morning take an hour without, like, you don't have to wake up and check your phone right away and stuff like that. I never. Sometime I will maybe end up checking stuff as I wake up, but it's very rare. It's very rare unless I wait for something from a reggae producer or something that has to do with helping others. But just to gossip and go on Facebook at 5 o'clock in the morning, no thanks. I'm not like that. I wait a little bit. I wait a bit, and get the thoughts going, get the flow going, and then you start working on your stuff. But for sure, nourishing our existence is a must because we live in a world that is very negative, and we're not taught these things. Everything that I talk to you about here is not stuff that I learned in school. It's stuff that I learned with life. So it's very, and by nourishing my existence, having different kind of experience in my life that brought me to a state of realization, realize myself, who I was, and what the heck I'm doing here. There's something here. Often I tell myself, even doing this is very unnatural, but we have become very unnatural also. Our ways are becoming more and more unnatural. So it's up to us we have to change everything. The blind people, for sure, will not see it. There's people that are blind. Okay, but we don't have to stay blind. We don't have to stay blind to our greatness, and I think it's time to really nourish that dream. Go with your passion. There's certainly something that passionate you in life. You're passionate about something for sure. We all have passion. We all have things that drives us, that takes our whole consciousness into it. Me, that's what I do. I try to minimize a lot the distraction. Like I focus on one thing. I focus on one or two things, but I don't focus on 20 things at the same time and try to please everybody around and this and that. Like, you must stay focused. You must be very. You should give more. You should give more. That's for sure. But it's not about. Giving more. You can manage your time also, that it doesn't take all your time away from what you have to create. Like, you can do it if you develop something around your passion and around something you really love. uh, first of all, you will not count the cost. You will not see the cost. You will not even see the cost. If you really love it and you do it with passion, what you find when you're calling, I think you're calling your real calling in life, not the Babylon mask or something, not your job or something like that. Your real calling, what you came here to do as a missionary. I think we're all missionaries, for sure. I'm on a mission. If you ask me, every morning I come here, it's a mission. It's a mission to reach the people's heart. That's what our mission is. It's to reach the people's heart, because that's what, I know as by experience that if I would have followed everything I think in there, I would probably not be here, for sure, because I limit myself. We limit ourselves also. That we must be very conscious that we are our own worst enemy. And that's why I don't care about people that talk about me or think this of that. I don't care. I can stop myself in this journey before anybody else. So it's to build that strength, build that confidence, build that, we must face life very boldly. That's what is necessary to do here, because life will bring you down. If you don't face the world boldly and life in a boldly manner, and really focus and start to create, life will move on you, for sure. And you're probably going to end up on your dying bed and with regrets. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. Okay, what are you waiting for? Do it today. Just do it. Just do it. That's what I always, that's my guiding line, just do it. That's what I think we should stand by, and really, really, be attached to not concept. I don't like concept, but that principles. I have principles, for sure. And it's important to have principles and values and stuff like that. You don't want to be like no direction in here. There's enough people that have lost their way. This is what's happening in this world, and especially the younger generation. I see them so lost. The lost in the eyes. Like, we don't teach children how to, even young adults, how to get in touch with themselves, how to recognize their power of creation, and that they don't have to follow other people. But the younger generation, they follow each other. They follow each other, and I see it. I have 3 children. It's not because I'm very, very conscious and aware that all my children will pick it up. It's their journey, and I don't force it on them. But I see it as a parent. I see it as a parent that the younger generation is completely lost, and they need direction, they need guidance, and that should be our responsibility as mature adults. I don't know what's going on with the world, what is going on with the adults of this world. Sometimes I wonder why they're so blind. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so self-evident, everything. The moment you start asking questions, it's all going to come crystal clear for you if you are open. If you open your heart. I don't know what you have to keep open, or maybe you have to close it a bit. I don't know. But to me, it's so like something self-evident that Babylon is wicked. So I don't know why people are so blind, why people still can't see it, how long it's been. How long it's been. People, like, I don't think it will. It's gonna change. But I think it's just gonna be probably replaced by another system or something like that, because there will humanity experience one day a massive awakening. Like, I don't know. I have hope. But it's gonna take a long time, because we've been dormant for a very long time as a whole, very long time, but in those long time, I don't think they had internet. So it's a very big difference. It's a huge difference to be able to come and talk to each other and exchange our thoughts and exchange our views on the world through internet. It's huge. It's huge. And they didn't have that 50 years ago. Even when I was young, there was no internet. So imagine the potential we have, but knowledge is only potential power. What do you do with it? What do you do with your knowledge? You might have knowledge like crazy, but if you don't share it with the world, you must share what you share yourself, share your journey, share your story. There's always someone that's gonna want to listen to your beautiful life experience, because this is what we do here. It might look like we can lose sense of our sense of mission fast, for sure. And if everybody would have a sense of mission, it would have changed. We would not be in that kind of illusion and programming and nonsense like we are, because there's lots of nonsense. I don't want to look pessimist here. I don't want to sound negative. But it's the reality. There's lots of stuff that is completely insane. It's like, wow. And people are falling for it because, until we start questioning what we do on our everyday basis, if we're very unconscious of our behaviors and everything that, anyway, it's very easy for someone that start to clear the negativity, suddenly the positive vibration will come back. It's just because being positive and being motivated and all this should come natural. Our natural state should not be one of negativity. It should not be this way. So we have been put into some kind of a negative matrix program, and I don't know, we're all stuck in there, and we can't seem to find a way out. No, there's a way out. There's a way out for everything. Everywhere you go, everywhere, there's always a way out. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I needed to know. I needed to know what was going on with our people, because there was something I could sense that there was truth somewhere, that there was something to get in touch with. But I didn't know at the beginning that it was that big, the picture. But that as soon as, when you start to open your eyes to life, you're going to discover a lot. Especially, you're going to discover how powerful you are, because if the world is in such confusion, and, the confusion is there for sure. We're killing each other for people that organize stuff, and it's crazy. We should be coming together. There should not be wars and stuff. There should not even be weapon manufacture. We shouldn't even manufacture the weapons and the weapons of destruction, and that's all there is. So that's humanity. We have something, I think, also that is very insane inside us. That we can be we can do so much with technology in the sense of good, but we can do as much with technology in the direction of the wrong, in the direction of the evil stuff. So it's to become I think it's not because we have internet that internet is totally evil. We can use it. Look, some people use it for very good purposes, and that's what you have to find. That's what we must all find, our purpose, our calling. But you find that through your passion, through something you love. That's certainly something you love. Certainly, I would like to see more people, like especially the ones that listen to me here, come out and say, hey, I found something. I'm going to find my calling. I'm going to go do this. And I think that's what I have to do, If you might not know at the beginning, everything's going to be what's going to be your outer purpose. But just practice to doing something every day. Even though you don't know your calling, you don't know what you have to do here, you still have to practice. So it's not about sleeping on the switch and laying back and taking it relaxed. Your life's not a joke. Tick tock, tick tock. Look, I have white hair in my beard. I didn't have that like 5 years ago. Didn't have white hair. Now it starts to grow, but that's good. That's a sign that maybe I'm getting more wisdom. With the wisdom comes the white hair. So that's good. Anyway, this is what we miss. We have a lot of misperception and a lot of things we perceive, and because we have been programmed that, once you get older, it gets worse, and it gets like, for sure, you have more pain probably, but you have more, you're more present in life. You're more present in life. You seek presence more. You seek presence more as you wander in life and wander onto this beautiful plane of existence. You start to to really find, you want to find sense in life, especially because I remember when I was 20 years old, I wasn't looking like I'm looking today at life. It was total. I don't know. I was not asking questions. I think it's just to ask certain great question, key question must be asked, and we must have time also to ask those questions. What's happening with the world? Also, I always been very busy working, and I see people sometimes leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning here from my town to beat the traffic on the Mercy Bridge. You wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. You don't have much time to think and to even. So we are being transformed in a very, very robotic way. We're very robotic because we repress the same button day after day without never waking up. Without never waking up. Sometimes it's going to take a tragedy to wake you up. If it happens to you, take it. Take it. That's what it took me. It took me a tragedy to say, hey, open your eyes, do something with your life, and create something. You're here to inspire. We're all here to inspire greatness. We all have the potential to inspire greatness to each other, but it's to do the. Anybody can be a leader, and anybody can. We're all leaders. We're all leaders. Some of us are dormant, and some of us are semi-dormant, and some of us are very, very active. And I think that's what a must to stay active. To stay active, not only physically, but staying active with your muscle up there. Yeah, keep it activated. My advice to you. And really go nonstop after your dream, after your passion, after everything, and ask great questions. You're allowed to ask questions. It's not a crime to ask questions, to question everything. Question everyone and every why. That's not a crime. You can speak your mind. You can speak your mind. Nobody's gonna tell you anything. It's we all have opinions anyway. But I think it's more your example than what you say. Than action speaks. Action speaks. People talk. People talk. They're gonna tell you things, but very often action speaks. So I don't trust words. I trust action. You can talk to me, tell me anything. This I'm gonna do this, that. But the action speaks. When there's result with action, you can see it. Also, it's very. It's like we don't put really we put a lot of value on time also, and value your time is very important to nourish your existence. It's to appreciate your time, that the now, and realize that it's all there is. And that's where from that space you can create something magnificent and really nourish your existence with passion. You need passion to nourish your existence. To me, it goes with passion. You have to be passionate about life. I'm very, very passionate about life. Sometimes I wonder how I'm gonna find my way into certain stuff, certain tribulation that comes my way. Especially, it's always mostly linked to money. It's always almost linked to financial issues. We all, if you're not born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you're gonna have financial issues. Like you always not worry, but it's there. It's there. It's not something I cannot avoid it. If I don't have money, I cannot buy what I need to eat, and I can grow certain stuff. Yeah. You can tell me, oh, you don't need money. Yeah. Try to live without money. Try to live without money, and come back to me. Like, I don't worship money, but I don't think it's the root of all evil. I think the lack of money is the root of all evil. Is because now it's only a certain amount of people that own everything, and the rest is suffering. So for sure, the lack of money. If everybody would have enough money to survive, to not only survive but to live. I'm not saying to give everything to everybody free in their mouth, but at least a decent kind of living that we can eat. And but as a society we have is people eat hot dogs and french fries and stuff like that, and they think that they are going to live a healthy and enlightened life, and they're going to be chasing their dreams eating hot dogs. It's like, wait, Yeah, eating hot dogs. Even my son Gavin says eating hot dog is really, really bad. He says it can kill you. It's true. It's true. All these foods can kill you in the long run. Wonder why people develop so many sickness. You know, if you don't keep a body alkaline and you keep putting foreign, like you should just go check how they make hot dogs in Bologna. I told you, go check online. Go check on YouTube. You can have everything on YouTube, how they make stuff, and then judge for yourself. Should you eat it? Should you eat it? Maybe you have to change your ways. Anyway, me, I'm out of this madness, and I still do not understand some people that say they are awakening, but can't let go of their dirty habits. It's like at one point until like, are you awakening for real, or you're just seeking like, I don't know, distraction. Some people, like, it seems for some people that this whole awakening thing is more a distraction than a real thing. That's what I mean. For me, it's a real thing. It's an everyday thing, and it's real. And I'm here live and direct. But for some people, it seems that the truth is more a distraction than something they want to implement in their life and live. You know what I mean? So we have to be very, very conscious of that and start to live the truth and model your truth and change your dirty habits, your ways, and the stuff that doesn't support you. We all have stuff that we need to get better at, or dirty habits that we have to take care of. Come on, and to realign ourselves with our true nature and start thinking, have clear thoughts. Also, very important to not have too much toxic stuff influencing you. The toxic stuff is everywhere. It's not only people are very toxic, yeah, but it's not only the people, it's the food. In food, you're going to find a lot of toxic stuff. A lot of toxic stuff. And that's where I think, for me, the first change happened with my diet. But my diet, I never really followed the diet, but with the food I eat, I completely changed my eating habits. And it brought me to yeah, first of all, I feel better with myself. I feel more in sync with the source of creation, which creates everything, probably. I don't know. I can tell you where is the source, but I think it's inside of me. It's inside of you. It's inside each and every one of us. We're all a fractal of source, for sure. Hey, come on. This is easy stuff to talk about. We're all here on Earth experiencing life. But we're not fractal of source. We just happen to land here, and that's it. Come on. Life is life is magic. Life is magic, and that's what we forget. That's what we forget a lot, the magic about life. We forgot that. We forgot a lot. We forgot so much that we go back and vote for politicians every 4 years, thinking it's gonna change, but nothing ever changed. It's always the same masquerade and the same nonsense, and people go back vote and go back to their madness each and every election. Like, it's like total. So for sure we forgot, and they know that. They know we're not paying attention. But we know ourselves we're not paying attention. I don't like to say they, but at one point there's like politicians, and for sure there is some in there that are really aware of what's going on. They're not all blind. For sure there is people on top in government and stuff like that know certain things. Come on. I'm on YouTube talking about all kinds of stuff that is, you don't think they don't. Come on. They're not blind to the point that so some of them probably know a little bit more than, but I don't think everybody in there is in cahoot and like they all enter the parliament and start to, like, it's an unconsciousness thing. But at one point, when you must make it high enough also in politics and that, you must be introduced to secret societies and stuff. So it's a very it's a dark magic stuff. Them, they do dark magic, but us, we can do a white magic with our life. We can be a magician. Like, your life is magic, but this is what we forget. And the magic of life, the beauty of life. It's like I seen the beauty, but I never felt it. I never felt the beauty of life, the vibrations and the being amazed. Like today, I see a flower, I'm amazed. I see a grass, I'm amazed. A river flowing, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at everything, a fish, everything. Everything amazes me. It's everything that surrounds me is very, very. It's for an experience. It's for an experience we're having now, and that's probably the only experience you will ever remember because that's all there is. So to look for life after death or stuff like that, or all these things, we have to be careful with all the gurus and people that come out with all kinds of theories and stuff and oneness and stuff like that. Some of them are very, very enlightening, yeah, but I'm very, very careful of the information. But not careful because today I have developed a sense of awareness that I can see things a little bit faster than I was seeing them before. So when I see madness, I recognize it pretty fast now. I'm in touch with the magic and stuff. So you recognize these things the faster, and once you realize not only the magic and the beauties, this is something very important to realize that you can make magic. You can create anything you want, anything you want. You can learn anything you want. You can play guitar. You can anything you want if you put your heart into it. It's work, but it's work that is demanding. But that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to work. They want to do the maximum, to do the minimum to have the maximum, and to have instant gratification, which is something also that is very important to talk about. When you start something, you won't have instant gratification, and that's what we are used to. We are used to go to work and get paid for it. That's one thing. Very important. When you start working on your dream, don't expect instant gratification. You're going to give. You're going to help people before they come and help you. That's for sure. Have that in mind. Always have in mind to help people, help others before they come and help you. Very, very important. Because if you don't have that mindset, forget about it. That's about giving. You have to give more, and give more of your time, give more of yourself, give more of your energy, of your be available for others. It's not to live just for ourselves. Everybody in this world is just for themselves. So you want to set a different example. Me, I always said, I want to be the change I want to see in the world. So that's what I do. I give more. I help others. I focus on my things. Yeah. Look, I have this book. I carry this book everywhere with me in the house, and I write in it all the time. Every time I have a thought about a show title or something I want to talk about, I take note. Take notes of your thing. This will all activate your spirit towards your dreams. The more you focus on it, focus on your passion, whatever it is. If it's playing guitar, if it's making a little model car, whatever it is, take it to the next level. Do something that you love and take it to the next level. It's like children who likes to play video games. Well, if you like video games that much, start making video games. Go into programming and take it to another level. Same thing. Me, it's very... look, the world is the world. For sure, you have to do something at one point. Especially when you're young, you're going to have to work at one point. If you don't have a silver spoon in your mouth, then your parents are not rich and give you everything that you needed to start your dream, but you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work and suffer a bit for a while and put money aside. But be wise. If you're young and you listen to me, put your money aside and work, and put money aside, and then you're gonna have enough money at one point to really go either invest into something, or a lot of people did that. If I would have known what I know today, I would have done it different, for sure. I would have done it different, for sure. So that's why taking our responsibility as an adult is very, very important for the younger generation. The moment we start show them the magic of life, You don't think they're not gonna come on, especially the young, but it's because they don't have guidance. There's no guidance for children. They are left in Babylon like this for the prey to come and eat them. And this is what we must do. As parents, we must shine. We must shine our light on our children. This is the best thing you can do for the world, is give a good base, a good foundation for your children to face the world boldly and create something. This is what we need. We don't need nobody to change the world. That's the thing. We don't need nobody to change the world. You need yourself to change yourself, and to educate your children, and to share the joy with people around you. But we don't need you to change the world. No one will change the world. You're going to change yourself, because the world isn't there. Your world isn't there. My world isn't there. Everything I experience isn't there. So what am I going to change? I change this, and I change what I experience. Boom. Make sense? No? That's it. That's what I think. I think once we start reflecting, a lot of things are going to make sense. But we must take time to reflect. Why is this moving so much? I don't know. It's kind of shaking. Yeah, I'm shaking. Yeah, I see it shaking there. I'm shaking the foundation, but I'm unshakable. There's only the laptop that shake me. I'm unshakable. So shake. But that's what we must become. We must become unshakable. We must become so strong that, come on, we become unshakable. Unshakable pillars. But yeah, that's it. Look for the best, and you'll find it. But that's what we do. We are very, very, I don't know, we are very... we like the negative stuff. We focus on that a lot, and the moment you start leaving that realm of negativity and seeking, like I said, ask great questions. Great question that must be asked. But you know what I think? Everybody talks about truth. Everybody talks about this, that, but no one asks the great question. This is the thing also. It's like most of you here, I don't want to sound... too rough. Don't take it personal also. If you take something personal here that you think I'm talking to you, you're completely lost. And take nothing personal. It's not about one person. It's about the whole. We're all super freaking lost at sea, officially dead, and walking dead. So if you take it personal, it's your problem. But me, I don't target anybody. I don't point the finger at anybody. Don't take nothing personal that I say here. If you take it personal, you have some homework to do. You have some work to do on yourself to I don't know, to disengage from that kind of mindset. It's very ego driven, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, there's great question, and that's it. No one asked them, and it's like us here. What are we doing? What are we doing with this? I know this is a dream for me. This is something I do. I don't have to force you to do anything. But at one point, we're going to have to start, doing something. That's the thing. That's my point is it's good to talk. It's good to talk, but we must start to create something magnificent, each and every one of us listening here. I want to hear stories of people that, the reason why I do that, because I want people to look at me and say, I didn't give up because of you. I went through everything I wanted to do. And that's the reason why I'm here. So I want to see more people rise, more people shine, more people, creating things. So this is what I engage me a lot, to have relationships with people that come and watch my show. Like at one point, if you watch me, but you just watch me to watch me, okay, watch me, but that's not the kind of relationship I want to. I will probably not engage in a relationship, or if I know that you just watch me and sit on your butt and go back on TV after watching me, or whatever nonsense you do. So it's to create something. Your surroundings is very important. I'm not gonna hang around with flakes. If you're a flake, if you hang around with flake, you're gonna end up a flake yourself. So I don't want that. I don't want that. So for sure, I want to see people rise. I want to see people rise. I have enough of the flake and the people that talk nonsense and stuff like that. So for sure, I want to see people create things. I'm not here as a clown. This is not a joke, and I'm not a clown. So don't take me for a fool. And you must be very, very focused. I'm here to send you a message to whip you to greatness, maybe, but there's something magnificent in you that deserve your attention. Very, very. It's clear to me, so I want to see more people rise for sure. You ask me if why do I come here? For sure, I think okay, maybe not start a YouTube channel. That's maybe not the whole thing, YouTube, but at least create something that's going to be worthwhile for you and your life and your. Ask yourself, who are you doing it for? Who are you doing this for? Who do you think I do this for here? For me and me, myself, and I have 3 children. Ha! That's who I do it for. I have a why, but you must have a why too. Oh, a freaking big tractor in front. They're cutting the grass in the ditch. Wow. I usually do it. Now they come and do it. Okay. Wow. It's about time. Usually it grows like this tall before they come. But yeah, it's up to what I was saying now. I lost my train of thought. I was talking about greatness, about us manifesting our greatness, and what I was saying, I forgot. Anyway, no big deal. Where are we? What are we? Yeah, what are we? That's the other thing. Ivar, you point something good there because this morning I was listening to a video of Anthony B. Okay, a song of Anthony B. We're only humans. This is so crazy. I was going to comment something on his post on Facebook, but I'm like, I don't want to sound like a troll. So I'm not going to comment, but we are only humans. Isn't it something fucking insane to think that? Just to think that we are only humans. Isn't it insane? That to me, it sounds insane. It sounds like, okay, we're only humans and that's what we are. I'm not only human. I'm much more. My magnificence doesn't end at the surface of my skin. I don't think so. I feel much more power than that. I cannot tell you what it is, and it's another realm than this one. But there's something very, very magnificent. And to say that we are only humans is completely insane. You want me to tell you? That's what I think. When we are so lost because we cannot even tell who we are. We cannot even tell what we are, who we are. Not what, but who we are. This is crazy. When you start thinking about it, it's very insane. Very insane. We have words to define everything, first of all. I think it's we are only humans, and then in his video there's pictures of galaxies and stuff, and we're so lost in fantasy. So lost in fantasy. This is our big problem as humanity, is we believe in all kinds of illusion and fantasy, and we just perpetuate it without questioning it. Without questioning it, and you talk about Babylon, you want to bring Babylon down, but then you promote the fantasy and you perpetuate the fantasy. There's a lot of reggae artists doing that. They think they are very conscious, but make them sit down with me for half an hour. We'll see their level of awareness, where it is, because it's only awareness. The truth varies with the level of awareness. So you must be responsible, especially if you deal with people, with public. If not, you sell your soul. They're going to capture your soul. If you play with the devil, they're going to capture your soul. That's what's going to happen to you. So be very, very focused. Focus is a must, because your soul will be captured by evil entities. Yeah. But yeah, where are we? I am just a man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a man. I don't know. Even that is, I don't know. To me, I think it's beyond words. It's beyond, maybe I'm seeking a bit too much here or something, but I always add that question, like, where are we? Where are we? Honestly, where are we? What is this here? What is this nonsense? Why is there so much nonsense and nobody waking up? And what is happening with humanity? Where are we? And who are we? That's a great question, and that's what I want to talk about a lot. But this is the kind of things that people don't want to hear because it's confronting them with looking in the mirror, and none of us wants to have a rude awakening. You know, like when people wake you up fast. So we're very comfortable in our little minds and our little world and just for ourselves. And we experience a bit of joy once in a while and a bit of extra money once in a while and this, and we're contented with that. And that's how the carrots and the stick, let's say. That's how it is. But yeah, there's great question. The devil just left in a city cab. For real, yeah. I am half man, half amazing. I think we're very, very. If you want to use word to describe us, I think for sure human. Human is the shadow of the man. First of all, you're not the shadow of the man. We're all living men. Yeah, for sure, I'm a living man. I can tell you that I'm a living man. Even to answer that question, I don't think I can even answer it in this lifetime here. No? This is beyond, I think, maybe by reflecting all together, we will, but you know what kind of answer, where we will get that answer when we get together. This is where we're going to get that answer. To find out who we are is if we come together. But because as long as we're separated, experiencing each and every one our little world and not creating a world that is working synergy together, like now everything is in separation and division and stuff. So I think a lot of the answers will come when we come together on the awareness and consciousness level. A lot of answers will come. That's what I think. But until we come together to make it work, we're always going to see life as you see it, as I see it, as they see it, in the separation and division. And we're never going to go on a quest for great questions. But those great questions deserve to be talked about and asked, but together. Because alone, I can ask myself a lot of questions. But then I get stuck a lot also into my mind and stuff, and I lose focus a bit. But I think these great questions can be asked and answers with the whole, in synergy with the whole, and if we come together to work together. But to me, it's very clear that, come on, it's even here today, I cannot really tell you all my magnificence, all my power, all my. But for sure, we're very, very mighty. We're very mighty, and most of us sleep on our greatness. We'll die with our greatness. Most of us will die with our greatness, with our song still inside. And they wait and they wait and they. I don't think we're a procrastinator. It's just we haven't found anything important working for. It's to find something that's worth it. Find your calling, your passion. Find something that is worth for you to work on. It's not so much because you have procrastinate. You never found anything important to work on. That's all it is. I found something very important to work on. I found a cause that is much larger than myself. More, that's what you need to find at one point where doing things on your own and thinking that you don't have nothing to give to the world is very selfish. So change our selfish ways is very important. Very important to change our selfish ways and to stay focused on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Because everybody is very, very unfocused. And if you hang out with people that are unfocused, you will end up unfocused. Your surroundings are very, very important. Make sure you clear the stuff that doesn't support you. But yeah, for sure. It's all about logical conscience. Logical conscience. Yeah, but it's hard to say what's logic or what's illogic or because there's so much insanity, so much stuff that is going upside down here. It's happening. Genic unity is magnetic. We are still just a matter of time, and we all stick together as one. Yeah, I agree with you, Red Rose. But what I feel and sense, and especially on YouTube, this is something I feel we're very, very lost. Very lost. Very lost still. We think we're looking for truth or we're looking for lies. We're looking for more lies and more deception. That's what we do on YouTube. We're just inflating their bubbles. So it's not on YouTube that we're going to succeed. And we have to change our mental focus. We have to start talking about the stuff that really matters. This is the thing. But we're lost a bit in the unawareness. And like I say, most people are still trapped in Babylon. It's the goal is to, once you realize that you are Babylon, you are Babylon. Don't look for Babylon outside of yourself. That's another thing. It's you, Babylon. It's me. It's us. All our bad ways, all our unconscious ways of living. This is Babylon. You want to know what's Babylon? It's you. It's you and your madness. Yeah, and your evil ways, and that's Babylon. But you can move out of Babylon. If you change your ways, you're moving out of Babylon because you're no more experiencing it in your life. So it's possible to move out and to leave Babylon. Babylon is inside you. Nothing that you experience is not inside you. It's all in you. It's something you interpret in there. So Babylon is the same thing. Yeah, it might be something on the outside, a collective reality we experience. But you can, the moment you change your thoughts, you change the way you look at things. The things you look at are going to change, and your life is going to change. If you start implementing change and working on something in your life, at one point it's going to change. But if you always expect things to fall down on you and the good grace to come and save you, nothing will ever happen. You have to save yourself. I cannot save you. I'm saving myself here. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving my life. But you must save your own. I can't save your life. I can save you, that's for sure. We must all, each and every one, save ourselves. And that's what we're here for. To get out the confusion, move out the confusion, move out Babylon, the madness, and create something good. Work in the direction of good. That's all you need. Don't worry about what you do. Is it, as long as you're doing good and I'm doing good, we're going in the direction of good. We're moving forward. And the moving forward is the aim. So start to be active. Also, we must remain active. Very important to remain active altogether. Active means keep speaking, keep using your voice it in songs, voice it on paper, voice it on the internet like I do, but voice your voice. Our voice must be heard. Our voice must be heard, and there's more and more and more people letting their voice be heard. More and more people coming from regular background like me and say, hey, I have enough of the nonsense. I have enough of your illusion, and now I want to seek truth. And you start seeking yourself. Seeking truth is seeking yourself, is actualizing yourself here in this lifetime. That's what it is. Can make it very complicated life, like can make it very simple. I think it's very simple. It's just be you. But we have forgot this internal drive. There's something inside of us that sabotage this internal drive, that natural internal drive, because for sure you come here in this world, it's not because you're bad and you're evil, and it's stuff that is taught to you. You're taught to fear, you're taught to hate, you're taught to have negative vibes and to propagate them. This is what we promote in our world. It's a world thriving on the negative vibration. Just look around. I'm not inventing stuff here. Look at the food we sell in supermarkets and in restaurants. If it's not low vibration, what is that? Here in Quebec, you're lucky if you find something healthy. I mean, there is places, there's more and more places coming out, but it's mostly freaking junk food around. It's very depressive to think about going to eat somewhere. Very depressive. That's where I get depressed. When I'm stuck eating somewhere that then I am stuck eating bread or something that I don't really want to eat. But this is our world. This is our world. We are very, very lost in unconsciousness. Some, I think we're all unconscious. Some are deeply unconscious, and some are like, there's two types of unconsciousness. There's a deeply unconscious, which is the blind, and there's the normal unconsciousness, which is probably us. I don't think I'm fully conscious of everything, fully aware, so I'm still in unconsciousness. But I'm waking up. I'm waking up and start to ask questions, and just like, I'm just scratching the surface of what I can do and bring here, and I'm gonna keep on rising every day because it's very very important to rise and to yeah to oh no, it's Babylon, save yourselves. Yeah, yeah, Babylon, it's you. Don't look for Babylon. Don't look for nothing outside of yourself. If you look for blame, or yeah, it's something I want to do for a long time, to go talk with people on the street. First, wanted to talk about the deception of Babylon, but I think speaking of love is better. Exact, exact. You better speak of love. Better speak of love. And if people want to know, they will ask you. If people like, it's not up to you to go out and like put it in the throat of people. Like the other day, you're gonna see I was on the side of the river and there's a man that came. I didn't open up. I just brought him to that state of mind, and I want to see that, first of all, before I open to someone about the lies and deception, I have to sense I have to feel their state of mind. And that's very important because you don't want to confuse them more. You don't want to confuse them more than they are. And you want to see if they are in tune with truth or with themselves. So it's not going to confuse them more. So that's why, talking about the lies and deception of Babylon, we have to be very, very careful with this because it's just perpetuating the overlay, no? And we don't want to do this. So that's why I'm not always. Once in a while, I let myself go on Facebook and here, but it's because also I am under trauma. I'm very, very traumatized that people cannot see that people don't talk about the right thing. We're not talking about the real stuff. We're talking about the fakery and the illusion. And I don't know. It's just so, me, I would like to see the right stuff come up and people really questioning great question on a great level, on a great scale. And maybe one day will come, but so far what I see, especially on YouTube, is more division, more confusion, and just we're recreating more of the same. I think it's time to detox and leave YouTube madness conspiracy world, because that's what they want to trick. They want to trick you with their conspiracy. That's what it is. They want to trick the people's mind with conspiracy. So if you get stuck in it, and that's all. I'm not denying anything that's happening in the world. It's not what I'm doing. There is very evil stuff happening, but what are we going to do? We have to rise above this. We want to make a change. If we really want to make a change as a whole, we're going to rise above this. This is what I'm telling you. I really want to see a change in my life, so I'm rising above the negative things to be able to shine, because if not, you won't be able to shine. It's so dark. It's so evil, and so you have to rise above this. You have to rise above all these low frequency, and yeah. So it's all about love and loving the enemy. Whew, that's a big one. Be strong if you tackle that test of patience. If patience is power, patience is power, and we must remain very patient and engage in consistent action. That's what you need. So I'm out, and I'll be back another now. Thanks everyone for being here. It was a joy, a real joy again. That's what we need. What is love? Joy, happiness, smile. Put confidence in your smile and rise and shine. Very, very important. And that's it. Leave Babylon. Leave Babylon. It's inside you. Don't look for it outside and blame them, and then work on yourself. Work on yourself and elevate your vibration first, and then teach your children, and then you want to teach the world. You want to go on and share your story. Go ahead, but change your ways first. Change the way you see things. It's very important, and ask great questions. Yeah, we're gonna come back and talk more about those great questions. But like I say, are we gonna have a weekend question everything? But will that mean that we're gonna have an answer or something? Like I say, if we come together, I think there is something magnificent that's gonna happen on Earth. That's the thing. I can't tell you what it is, but I can feel it. I can feel it that if we get out our program state and the robotic state and really align with again, love is just a word, but align with nature vibrations, like natural vibration. A shift is gonna happen naturally. So yeah, naturally. So I'm out. Rise and shine.